Hey guys, Joe Richardson here, real estate investor and realtor. It's been a while since I've done one of my tales from a realtor story, so I figure I'd do a real quick one. So many years ago, I was helping a young couple, first time home buyers, search for a home in Durham. One weekend, we were looking at a few houses, and when we arrived at the last one of the day, I noticed that there was a car in the driveway. It's not uncommon to see vehicles in the driveway during appointments, and from time to time, sellers are present during showings. Though it's a recommendation that they're not there, that they don't stay there. Just to give you guys a little bit more visual of the story. So the house was a one level brick ranch on a hilly lot where you had to look up to the house from the street. The driveway sloped up to the left of the house. There wasn't a garage or a carport, and the car that was there was just a regular sedan parked facing out. To get to the house, you would have to walk up some wooden stairs to access the side door next to the driveway. So when we arrived, I asked the clients to wait in the driveway so I can make sure that the house was available for us to see. So I'm at the door. I ring the doorbell. I waited a few seconds. Then I knock, but still no answer. I then proceed to open the lockbox for the key to unlock the door. And while opening the door, I'm peering inside and I'm saying hello in the most non-threatening tone I could possibly do. And as I stepped inside, while I'm still announcing myself, saying that I had an appointment, I'm here to show the house, and asking if anyone's home. The strange thing is that I heard TV playing in the back of the house, like sound of TV playing in the back of the house. So I'm like, oh great, it's dark inside, there's no lights on, and I felt creepy as I walked past the kitchen, walking towards the sound. While all this time I'm still saying hello in my highest pitch voice I could possibly do, trying to sound non-threatening as possible. The sound starts to get louder as I walk towards it. I'm wondering, why is the TV so loud? We're in the middle of the day. Why is it so loud? And it was coming from one of the bedrooms in the back. So this was a 3-bedroom home, a 3-bedroom house with the bathroom and hallway. And at the end of the hallway on the left was the last bedroom, and that's where the sound was coming from. It was coming out of. Keep in mind, during this entire time, I'm walking down the hallway. I'm still saying hello, announcing myself, trying to be friendly as possible. So when I got to the bedroom, I appeared inside the room and saw a pair of bare legs on the bed. And attached to those legs was an old white lady with white hair sitting on the bed wearing nothing but a towel wrapped around her watching TV. Thankfully, the towel was up covering her chest. She saw me, our eyes met, and I'm trying to get the friendliest smile, but she started screaming at the top of her lungs, bloody murder. I immediately started backtracking out of the house. My heart's beating out of my chest. I'm reaching for my flip phone while I'm running out of the side door trying to call the listing agent. When I got back outside, I saw that my client's eyes were wide as saucer plates because they heard the screaming. I'm sure the entire neighborhood heard the screaming. I closed the door, and I'm literally jumping off the stairs with my phone in one hand, and in my other hand is my MLS sheet that has the listing agent's number. And in my other hand, I swore I must have been down that number while I'm in mid drop from the stairs. Obviously, the call goes to voicemail. So my clients and I were, standing in the driveway, and I'm expecting to see some of Durham's finest rolling up shortly. I called again and still no answer from the listing agent. During those days, we didn't have those fancy smartphones or apps. We definitely didn't do much texting back then. And that's because, with these flip phones, they weren't made for texting. At this point, I'm leaving a hurry voicemail with the listing agent. And a few seconds later, the side door opens up, right? And the lady appears out. Fortunately, again, more so for my client's young eyes and even my own eyes, she was covered up in a robe. Long story short, the listing agent didn't tell this lady about the appointment, and she was the seller. So apparently her agent failed to call her or stop by to inform her of the showing. I assume that she didn't have a cell phone. Back then, not many folks had cell phones back then. And you had to reach her by landline or stop by, and talk to her directly. So we waited a few more minutes, and she came outside fully dressed and waited in her car. She got in the car and waited for us to tour the house. We were only there for a few more minutes. I was still working, I was still worked up. Half suspecting 5 volts to still appear after all that bloody screaming. My clients were also worked up, and I'm not sure how much of the house they actually saw before we left. We ended up putting an offer on another house.